Hello, friends. Welcome back. Welcome back, or welcome if you're new. As it seems to have become a recurring theme in my videos, this week I wasn't exactly sure what to draw. I had a couple of ideas in mind, like doing a challenge where I draw for a set number of hours in a row, but since I fell behind on last week's video, that idea wasn't really an option. I also considered drawing in the sketchbook I use for urban sketching. On Saturday, I went to a birthday party of a family friend, and the restaurant we went was near the lakeside, not far from where I live. The idea was to take a few photos and draw that scenery later. But I didn't realize we'd be going in the evening. By the time we got there, the sun had already set and the lake was completely dark, except for a few lights near some tourist spots. So I had to scrap that idea too, because, well, a fully black page wouldn't be very fun to watch or draw, don't you think? So I kept looking for something that could work for a video, but nothing came to mind. I found myself halfway through the afternoon without even starting. I'd spent all the time just searching for ideas. Then I remember something I saw in someone else's video: draw your Pinterest board. So that's what I did. I opened Pinterest and started sketching whatever caught my attention. The first thing I drew was this ballerina. I was really fascinated by her dress. I love the pink and blue color combination. And since she is a classical ballerina, she gave me major Barbie movie vibes. If you, like me, were born in the 90s, you surely watched some Barbie movies as a kid. And you'll probably know exactly what I mean. This dress looked like it could have come straight out of those films, with all those colorful details. It was super fun to draw all the pleats in the skirts. For this page, I decided to lose up a bit. I used watercolor and my multicolor pen to keep things light and let colors blend together. The pose wasn't difficult, although I have the feeling that her legs aren't exactly the same length. The face gave me some trouble. Since it was so tiny, every little line would throw the whole expression off. But in the end, I found a sort of compromise. Even though I'm not entirely satisfied, it's such a small part of the page that it doesn't draw too much attention, luckily. The ballerina's dress had so many different shades, and it was really fun trying to recreate them with watercolors. At the bottom of the page, I drew a bee. Did you know that when bees get tired from gathering too much pollen, they fall asleep inside flowers? I found this picture so sweet. This little hardworking bee, completely covered in pollen, falling asleep. I totally feel you, sis. In the image I found, the bee was resting in a lilac crocus, which matched the colors of the ballerina. So I thought I'd keep that color scheme for the next sketches, but it didn't really turn out that way. Making the pollen on the bee was super fun. It was a simple subject to draw, but surprisingly satisfying. Normally, I don't enjoy drawing insects, but bees have a special place in my art. They're incredibly important for the ecosystem, and their gentle buzzing in gardens always makes me happy. I've even adopted a beehive, and every summer I get honey made by my adoptive bees. Looking at the photo again, though, I wonder if this is actually a bumblebee. It looks much rounder and fluffier than a regular bee, or maybe it's just my impression. For the last part of the page, I plan to draw a pigeon with a pink neck that I spotted while sketching the ballerina. But when I went back to the page, I lost track of it. I still wanted to draw a bird though, and I ended up with this one, which I think is a swallow. Caught my eye was the pose, which reminded me a lot of the ballerinas. So I decided to place it slightly behind her on the page to create a nice visual flow. And I really like how it turned out. Lately, I've realized that I've been drawing a lot of birds in my sketchbook, way more than I ever did in my previous one. Maybe I drew the occasional duck before, but nothing like this. I wonder why is that. Do you have any recurring subject in your sketchbooks? In general, I'm really happy with how this page turned out. I love how loose and expressive it feels. So, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. It really helps support my channel and lets me know that you'd like to see more content like this. Also, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. What was your favorite sketch from today's page? Do you have any fun Pinterest boards or favorite subjects that inspire you when you draw? I always love reading your comments, and I'm curious to know what catches your eye when you're in a creative slump. If you're new here, welcome. I post weekly art videos. So if that sounds like your cup of tea, feel free to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss an upload. Thanks again for spending some time with me today. I hope this video has inspired you to open up your sketchbook and just draw something fun. No pressure, no overthinking, just enjoy the process. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!